Hello, and welcome to Immortal, a new strategy game from Sunspear Games. In this video, I'll walk you through the experience of a typical game. Immortals are godlike commanders that can turn the tide of battle from on high, not heroes on the battlefield. When selecting an Immortal, 2 units of the base faction are replaced with the Immortal's unique units. These are called Vanguards. In this battle, we are playing as Orzum, Arash of Reclamation. Everyone starts with the same basic tools: a town hall structure and some workers collecting alloy, the primary and most abundant resource in Immortal. Construction in Immortal is easy. There's no need to select a worker. Just press C and bring up your building menu. Press a hotkey for the building you want to construct, and left-click on the location you'd like to build. The game will automatically select the best worker for the job and send them back when they're done. Ether is the second resource in Immortal. It's less common than alloy and is required for making more advanced units and structures. To start collecting ether, build an ether extractor by pressing C, W, and left-clicking over the ether node. In Immortal, ether is extracted automatically by the ether extractor. No workers are necessary. Now we've got our economy up and running, we'll need some troops to defend it. Build a Legion Hall by pressing C, E, and left-clicking the building location. The Legion Hall is part of a category of structures called production structures. Production structures are where your army is built. They also increase army capacity or army cap. The capacity bar gives you a visual representation of your maximum army capacity, shown as an outline, and your current army size as a fill. Each block represents 1 production structure's worth of capacity, maxing out at 10 production structures. Each unit costs some capacity. When you're at maximum capacity, it's time to build more production structures. Producing new troops in Immortal is as easy as pressing Z to open your unit menu. The unit menu will show you every type of unit you can make. You can build advanced units by pressing the spacebar. Let's unlock access to some of those advanced units by constructing a reliquary, the Tier 2 production structure for Karaf. Each unit has its particular strengths and weaknesses. A big part of the fun lies in figuring out what time to make which units, all while scouting and countering the decisions of your opponent. Now that we've assembled an army, it's time to fight for Pyre. Pyre is the 3rd most precious resource and is used to power your Immortal's global abilities. Everyone receives a slow, steady feed of Pyre, which can be supplemented by fighting creep camps. Of course, your enemies are going to want this extra Pyre too, giving you a good reason to get out of your base and onto the map. Orzum has strong positional tools like Pillar of the Heavens, and replaces the base faction Sipari with the more durable Vanguard Zentari. Orzum's spell, Pillar of the Heavens, is both an offensive and defensive ability. Allies within the pillar's radius receive a significant damage buff, while enemies will take area of effect damage. All Immortals can summon special buildings called towers that help you defend territories by giving vision, some damage, and a ton of hit points. Army control is directly under your fingertips. All basic abilities are accessible instantly, with advanced abilities on the spacebar. Press D to select all of your combat units. Whenever a new unit is made, it will automatically be added to the selection. There's a lot that goes into commanding an army, but everything can be boiled down to 4 basic steps: scout, attack, expand, defend. Everything begins with scouting. Immortal is a game of imperfect information, so the better you scout, the bigger your advantage. Based on what you scout, you'll decide to either attack, expand, or defend. Attack players when they're expanding. Expanding is expensive. When your opponent expands, they're making a long-term investment. Punish them before their investment can pay off. Expand against defensive players to overcome the defender's advantage. Don't attack mindlessly into a strong defensive position. Let them sit in their base while you gather up all the resources on the map and invest in late-game technology. Defend your territory when you scout an incoming attack. It will take time for enemy troops to make their way across the map. That's time to get your defenses set up and time to produce additional troops that will arrive during the battle. With these 4 core elements understood, you're ready to enter the flow of Immortal gameplay. Sun Tzu said, All warfare is based on deception, and Immortal is no different. Every step of the way, try to deceive your opponent so they make the wrong decision. If you have the high ground or other defenders' advantages, try to coax the enemy into an attack by slowly chipping away at their army with a few long-range units. Try to time your attacks when your opponent is most vulnerable. Keep your eye on potential base locations and scout for tech structures to know when it's a good time to strike. If your opponent is defending their base, take control of the map. Deny scouting attempts while you build your expansions, invest in technology, and collect additional Pyre. Each game of Immortal is a unique story told by the players. Explore creative ideas and develop strategies. Learn the weaknesses and strengths of your chosen Immortal and faction, and leverage them to your advantage. Explore the world of Immortal in cooperative missions. Jump into 1v1 or team up with your friends in 2v2 and 3v3. Welcome to Strategy for everyone.